Well guys, here's the 57 four-door Bel Air that I want. It's not terrible. It's missing the seats. Still got the radio and stuff in it. I have a back seat, I just don't have a front seat. I do know it's got a little hickey back here. Looks like a bumper's rolled under in the very corner. Missing some trim. I don't know if it's in the trunk or not. I don't know what it's got. I know it does not have an engine. Oh, transmission's still in it. Alright, so he went in the house to eat, so he told me just to go ahead and get started uncovering it here. So I've already removed a few things off the back here. We're going to stack it all out here and then pull the car out. And then put all the stuff back in here in the spot, I guess. But this thing is really nice shape. It's original Neptune green. It is hard to see everything, but the bottom of the deck looks really, really nice. Even the trunk floor, I mean, it's got surface rust, but it looks pretty good. I'm sure he's going to keep them wheels. Peanuts everywhere. So it looks like they sanded the dash down to metal and then it just rusted. Surface rusted. Looks like the grill there. I think it'll be a great old car to restore. One thing I like about it is the VIN tag's never been removed. I come across a lot of them, the VIN tags pop riveted on. Sometimes the VIN tag's not even there. Has had a little work there, but I'll show you something here. So that is a 55 Nomad, and I drug that in back in the mid, I don't know, maybe 96, 97, 1996, 97. It was completely a gutted shell, no glass in it, no nothing. All the doors had been removed, all the glass, stainless, everything was out of it. And I ended up putting what you see there together. I got those wheels used, went and bought brand new tires and put on it. Those are center lines. I put all the glass in it, well, most of it anyway. The quarter glasses were broken. Put it all together and I put some old red oxide primer on it. I had a couple of gallons of that at the shop. That thing had been torn apart in the 70s and it was scattered between 3 shops. His dad's shop, his shop, and his brother's shop. Supposed to be a 302 small block out of a Camaro with a Muncie 4-speed, and it ended up being a 283 with a Saginaw 4-speed. Said he had 2 Wonderbar radios, and I never got those. He was supposed to get those to me, and every time I went over there, he had another excuse. So anyway, this Nomad is not for sale. This is a hardtop he has here. The license plate on it says 2006. But anyway, this is about my 4-door project car here. Pretty excited to get to it and see the parts actually. So the quarter panels look to be in pretty decent shape, so there could be body filler, but you can see up in there it's not all beat up or nothing so far anyway. Anyway, more to come. Alright, so about an hour in, we finally can see that there's a 55 under there. There's lots of parts inside of it. The seats ain't even ripped up, but they look like they've had covers put on at one time in their life. But anyway, he's getting ready to pull a truck around and we're going to hook a chain onto it and drag it out here. Alright, after about, man, I don't know, 4 hours probably, I was actually going to have another guy haul it for me, and he said if a guy will loan us the trailer, he'll haul it for me. So it ended up working out. This guy that has the trailer is only a couple miles from this guy, so it worked out pretty good. So we're heading off to Claremore, Oklahoma now. That's it on the trailer. Looks like most of the parts are pretty much there. Although I just thought about it, we didn't get any bumpers. I didn't even see any bumpers. Oh well. Might have been something I needed, huh? Anyway, turn the air on. Alright guys, so from 1:30 p.m. to a little after 6 p.m. now, the car is here at my house. It was a mess, to say the least. So I ended up taking the hood off. He was wanting to tie it down, but I was afraid it might, if anything happened, the hood blew up, it'd bust the windshield, fold up the roof, fold up the hood. So I took it off. It's in the back of my truck. I just put plastic on the engine a while ago, but just your usual straight 6. He seems to think it'll run if I pour gas in it, but there is no way that I am putting a hot battery on this car. There is no way. That is a fire hazard right there. So if I'm going to get it running, I'm going to rewire it, just the starting system. Probably with just an ignition switch out here at the firewall, but that's really cool. Oh man, that thing expired on September 30th, 1975. Son of a gun. I want my money back. And anyway, here's the... Looks like they sanded the top of the dash off all the way to metal, and then it rusted. So I'll have to go in there and I'll just pull the windshield out and blast it. It's going to need a new windshield anyway. This one's all delaminated. The seats have little covers over the top of them. I'm assuming because I can feel, like right here underneath this, I can feel the old seat. Makes me wonder how good the seat covers are underneath. That'd be nice. Somebody has upholstered the door panels before in black vinyl, but at least all the trims on there. This is their custom, if that's going to show up, that's their custom shifter install. And they got the tin over there pop riveted to the floor, and the rust hole ain't near that big, so I'll end up having to put a patch panel in it. But everything that's missing is here. Most of it I put in the trunk for the ride home because a lot of it was in the floors. Got the back glass here, and then all the side windows are all wrapped up in, looks like old shirts and towels and stuff all stacked in underneath the back glass in the seat. I'm pretty impressed with the body. I mean, once we got it out of that shop, I climbed under it and looked it all over. Mainly the passenger side today because I looked at the driver's side a couple days ago. It's definitely had some repair done up here. This fender doesn't look like it's near as bad. So I'll probably more than likely be buying a patch panel and putting it in here. And then this one I'll just repair with some sheet metal. But it's here. It is originally Neptune green. I don't know if it's a two-tone car. I haven't even looked at this trim tag yet, actually. I'll have to decode it. The VIN tag has never been removed, which is something I started looking at several years back, because a lot of them I've drug in or pop riveted on, and I drug one home one time. The VIN tag was gone, and then we found it down in the floorboard. I guess it just fell off or rusted off. Anyway, I am pretty impressed. I mean, it looks like hell because it's 5 different colors, but especially them Pontiac red wheels on there. But overall, I mean, the foundation is there. It's a good body. If I can get this. Man, that thing was tight. So something has literally eaten the crap out of these boxes. I'm thinking it's probably raccoons or something, but I mean, pretty much all the stuff's here. A lot of the stuff was in the car, and I put it back here for the ride home. I didn't know if anything might pick up wind without the side windows being in it and blow it out the back window onto the road somewhere, so I was trying to be careful. This looks like a lot of putting together stuff. This is pretty much just your run-of-the-mill 210 four-door. Looks like I got some mud action going on back here. I'll blast all that out. Any rust that's in this car, I'll end up fixing it with metal and doing it right, butt welding it and grinding. But I'm pretty impressed with it. I mean, I think it's pretty sweet. Bottom of that deck lid's really, really nice. I did see some damage right here on the quarter, right here. It's like this is pushed in a little bit. This needs to be pulled out, so I'll have to pull that. But otherwise, feeling around and looking all at it, the quarters are really nice. But anyway, guys, that's the little four-door project. I'm not going to say how much I gave for it, but what I gave for it, I think the fenders and hood's worth that, especially with it having a title. I did notice it had the standard heater in it, and I have 2 extra deluxe heaters in my shed, so I'm going to be putting a deluxe heater in it. Hopefully I have that little square piece that screws on up here on the side of the cowl. I think I got one of those somewhere. Looked like the headliner, I thought I was going to get lucky, but on the drive home it looks like it just tore itself to pieces. It's actually ripped past the seam there, so it's ruined. It stinks to high heaven in here like old barn dust. Little shifter's kind of cool. It does say Hurst on it. That is some custom install, man, let me tell you. So I'm going to end up putting an automatic in here, a 350 turbo, and I have an automatic pedal set, so I'm going to save that standard pedal set, and then I do have an automatic column that's complete with all the parts. So it'll be a pretty easy changeover for me. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. That's the 55. It's home. I own it.